Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you decided to join us today. That's what we set out to create with Pixel, the most personal, most helpful phone. The brains of our new Pixel lineup is Google Tensor, a mobile system on a chip that we designed specifically around our ambient computing vision and Google's work in AI. This vision comes to life right here in the new Pixel 6. Pixel 6 is designed inside and out to understand the nuance of you. You can see right away a major evolution in the phone's design language with a distinct new color palette. The new Pixel camera bar houses a completely redesigned camera system with upgraded sensors, lenses, and computational photography that enables entirely new features and modes. You can see the always-on display and the expressive, adaptive new Android 12 UI, which we call Material U. Pixel 6 is designed with powerful new security and privacy features to safeguard your information. And we've made big improvements to boost every aspect of performance, from the all-day adaptive battery with fast charging speeds to 5G connectivity for even faster downloading and streaming. Pixel 6 is available today, starting at $599. The new Pixel 6 Pro has everything Pixel 6 has, including our Tensor chip and a lot more too. It has a Pro triple rear camera system packed into the camera bar with a new telephoto lens. And on the front, you have an ultra-wide front camera that shoots 4K video. It's got a bigger and better 6.7-inch dynamic display that goes up to 120 Hertz for smooth scrolling and fluid animation, while going down to 10 Hertz to save power. Pro includes 12 gigabytes of RAM for speedy performance and seamless app switching and multitasking. It's our fastest and smartest Pixel yet. Pro has the biggest battery we've ever put in a Pixel, and it has a fresh, high-end design with sophisticated colors and refined finishes. Pixel 6 Pro is available today, starting at $899.
Both phones use bigger, better rear camera sensors and a laser autofocus sensor, which helps make your low-light photos sharper. And Pixel 6 Pro has a telephoto camera with folded optics for impressive photos in as small of a form factor as possible. And for the Pixel 6 Pro, we were inspired by high-quality finishes used in jewelry and watches. It's our most refined phone, made with polished unibody metal transitioning fluidly into the gorgeous 3D glass. The phone feels refined and unique in hand with unexpected color combinations. Both phones are water and dust resistant with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus displays. Underneath the display, the new Pixel have a fast and secure fingerprint sensor for easy unlocking.
Material U is a first-of-its-kind UI breakthrough, and we think you're gonna love it. For starters, your entire phone UI updates to reflect whatever image you choose as your wallpaper. The system does the rest, determining which colors are dominant, which are complementary, and which just plain look good. It then applies different shades to different parts of the interface. The redesigned quick settings provide easy access to more useful controls. It contextually surfaces information you need right when you need it, like having access to your flight details in your boarding pass right on the lock screen. We're also introducing the next generation of our industry-leading dedicated security chip, Titan M2, which works with Tensor Security Core to protect your sensitive user data, PINs, and passwords. This is the new Security Hub. It's got simple steps you can take to better protect your data. You'll now see indicators right on the screen when an app is accessing your mic and camera feed. And there are toggles, so you can quickly turn the camera and mic on and off across every app and use case.
Every aspect of Tensor was designed and optimized to run Google's ML models, starting with the integrated ML engine, the TPU. It was custom made by Google Research for Google Research. For the image signal processor, or ISP, we brought key algorithms directly into the silicon for power efficiency. Even our choices for CPU and GPU were designed to complement our ML to deliver advanced computational photography. The CPU cluster is a 2+2+4 configuration. It includes 2 big ARM X1 cores. The 20-core GPU also delivers a premium gaming experience for the most popular Android games. There's a context hub that brings machine learning to the ultra-low power domain. It enables ambient experiences like Now Playing and Always on Display to run all the time without draining your battery.
With Pixel 6, we're applying all that software expertise to a fully upgraded camera system for the most advanced smartphone camera in the world. Let's take a look at the main camera. Both Pixel 6 and 6 Pro have a massive new 1/1.3-inch 50-megapixel sensor. We combine adjacent pixels on the sensor to get extra-large 2.4 micron pixels. With night sight, the Pixel camera has always been able to do a lot with very little light. But now the primary sensor captures up to 2.5 times as much light thanks to those huge pixels. This means you're going to get photos with even greater detail and richer color. Both phones also have completely new ultra-wide cameras with larger sensors than before, so photos look great when you want to fit more in your shot. Pixel 6 Pro has a larger ultra-wide front camera that records 4K video. It also has a telephoto lens with 4x optical zoom for getting in close. Video is a hard use case for computational photography because you're basically taking lots of photos very quickly. Applying a machine learning algorithm to a single photo is very different than running the same algorithm for each frame 60 times per second. We started by developing more efficient methods for applying tone mapping edits very quickly and doing everything we could to get the most out of the sensor. We also developed an algorithm called HDRNet, which could deliver the signature pixel look much more efficiently. With Tensor, we're able to embed parts of HDRNet directly into the ISP and accelerate it to make the process faster and more efficient. With this system, Pixel 6 can now run HDRNet on 4K video at 60 frames per second. Have you ever had a perfect photo ruined by something random in the background? Let's say you want to be the only one on the beach in your photos. If you don't have access to a deserted island, or don't want to spend hours in a photo editing suite, Pixel's new Magic Eraser can do the job. In Google Photos, you'll see suggestions for distractions you might want to remove from your photo. Erase them all at once, or tap to remove them one by one. Here's a problem everyone has seen before. You go to take a picture, but the lighting isn't great and the subject is moving around. You can't quite get the perfect photo. It's a little blurry. Here's the same scene with and without our new Face Unblur feature. Before you even take a picture, the Pixel camera is using Face SSD to figure out if there are faces in the scene. If they're blurry, it spins up a second camera so it's primed and ready to go when you tap the shutter button. In that moment, Pixel 6 takes 2 images simultaneously, one from the ultra-wide camera and one from the main. The main image uses a normal exposure to reduce noise, and the ultra-wide uses a faster exposure that minimizes blur. Machine learning fuses the sharper face from the ultra-wide with the low noise shot from the main camera to get the best of both into the image. As a last step, Pixel camera takes one final look to see if there's any remaining blur in the fused image, estimates the level and direction of the blur, and then removes it for you. Pixel 6 introduces motion mode, which brings a professional look to your nature scenes, urban photos, or even a night out. For action shots like this one, the Pixel camera takes several photos and combines them, using on-device machine learning and computational photography to identify the subject of the photo, figure out what's moving, and add aesthetic blur to the background.
We're excited to announce today that we are partnering with Google on a Pixel 6 feature called Quick Tap to Snap. Just tap the back of your phone twice and you're into the camera. With Quick Tap to Snap, Pixel 6 will be the fastest phone to make a snap. And we're also working with Google on exclusive augmented reality lenses and bringing other key Pixel features like live translation directly into the chat feature on Snapchat.
Going back decades, cameras have centered light skin, a bias that's crept into many of our modern digital imaging products and algorithms, especially because they're not being tested with diverse enough groups of people. This year, one of the advances in Pixel 6 and Google Photos that we're most excited about is real tone. We knew that building for the community meant we had to acknowledge our own gaps and learn from the folks who know this issue best. So, we started by working with image experts like photographers, cinematographers, and colorists who are celebrated for their beautiful and accurate imagery of communities of color. We asked them to test our cameras in a wide range of tough lighting conditions. And in the process, they took thousands of portraits that made our image data sets 25 times more diverse to look more like the world around us. First, to make a great portrait, your phone has to see a face in the picture. And our experts helped us improve our face detection models so the camera sees you as you are. From there, we improved our auto white balance tuning to better reflect the beauty of your skin tone. And we improved our auto exposure tuning to make sure your skin looks like you, not unnaturally darker or brighter. They also inspired our teams to make advances like algorithmically reducing stray light that can make darker skin tones look ashy or washed out, and making night sight portraits less blurry for folks like me.
Thanks to some outstanding work from our speech team, Pixel 6 has an on-device speech recognition model that can transcribe speech with incredible accuracy. And And thanks to Tensor, it does it using half as much power as previously possible. Pixel even automatically adds the right punctuation, so I don't need to specify where to put commas and question marks. The language model also helps with transcription suggestions, so corrections make sense based on what you're saying. Now Pixel's model is phonetically based, meaning it suggests corrections that sound similar. So Catherine with a C becomes Catherine with a K. And to make voice typing as fast as possible, I should be able to do more with my voice, including commands like clear or send. The model also unlocks the accuracy of emoji transcriptions, which is so much faster than searching through little pages of icons. I think we're making homemade pasta emoji and ice cream emoji. With the new speech model, typing with your voice is faster and easier than just typing with your fingers. Thanks to Tensor and these new breakthroughs, we can do all this on device without connecting to a server, so it's super fast and reliable. Google's natural language understanding allows us to rethink phone calls too. Now, before you even place your call, Pixel shows you the current and projected wait times, so you can call when it works for you. And when you do call and encounter that endless list of options, like press 1 for branch hours and locations, you actually don't need to listen carefully and remember all the automated menu options. Google Assistant listens for the details and shows them on the screen for you to tap. Of course, if you still find yourself in the hold queue, don't worry. Google Assistant will hang out on the line and listen to the hold music for you. It understands the difference between a recorded message and an actual representative on the line, and lets you know when a real live human is ready to talk. We all have friends or family members whose native language isn't the same as ours, and I've always wished I could speak with them in the language they're most comfortable in. With Pixel 6, I can finally do that. My sister-in-law is Japanese, and here's a message from her. It says, I have a question about the latest Pixel. Now I can reply in English, and it will show up in Japanese for her. It all happens right on the device in the Messages app.
So that's Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. They're available for pre-order today, starting at $599 and $899 for the Pro. Head over to our online Google store to pre-order. They'll be on store shelves starting on October 28th. Thanks so much for watching today. We'll see you again very soon.